Hey guys, it's Molly and today I'm back with another video. So recently I have been seeing these videos circulating YouTube of people following a YouTuber's tutorial, and I really loved that idea and I decided I want to do it. So that is what I'm doing today. I decided that I wanted to do Kathleenlights because I love her and I think she has such amazing makeup skills, and I hadn't seen anybody do her, so I chose to do Kathleen. And I also chose a look that I had the palette for, which was the Modern Renaissance palette. And this is what it looks like if you've never seen it. I'm sure you have, because if you are living under a rock if you've never seen this. But yeah, so the look that I did, I will have a link down below in the description box. I'm also going to put it up on the screen so you guys can watch her and me as I do her tutorial, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing today. Let me know if you guys like this video idea. If you've seen these circulating YouTube, because for me, I've seen them a lot. They show up in my recommendations, yeah, a lot, and I'm not really sure why. I watched one video of the Gabby show doing it, and I really liked it, and I was like, it's my turn. So if you like this whole video idea, keep watching. But before we get started, if you're new, make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time that I upload. I do hauls, unboxing, story times, tutorials, pretty much anything. So if you're into any of that, then definitely subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm not going to be zooming in because this is not my tutorial. I'm just following the tutorial. But the look I am doing is her Anastasia Modern Renaissance makeup tutorial. So I'm just going to skip until she starts doing the actual tutorial, just to save us on time.
So I'm starting off this look with priming my eyes as usual. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Enigma.
So she uses the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Enigma. I am going to be using just the regular one because I don't have that shade. I didn't even know that was a shade, so I'm just using the regular primer potion to prime my eyes. I'm assuming it's the same. Hers just looked like it was matte. That's all it really, I mean, this is matte too, so I don't know. I'm not sure what the big difference is between them, but we're just gonna use it. It's actually been so long since I've used my Urban Decay Primer Potion because I've been using the Essence I Love Makeup, or I Heart Stage, something like that, eye primer, that I have been neglecting this primer. Okay, our eyes are primed. Now let's continue.
And jumping into the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, I'm taking tempera and I'm just using this to set down the primer.
Okay, so she starts going into the Modern Renaissance palette and she takes tempera and sets her eyes. So I'm gonna do that once I find my brush. I always thought tempera had shimmer in it, which is why I never used it to set my eye. And I'm looking at it and it does, so like very light shimmer. So that's kind of like weird to see that she set her eyes with it. But it's Kathleenlights, so we will do what Kathleen says.
And then I'm going into Raw Sienna, and I'm using this shadow as my crease shade. I'm taking this on a Sigma brush, it's E40, and I am just buffing this into my crease, little by little, just intensifying the color as I go.
Okay, so she's taking Raw Sienna on a Sigma E40, which I do have a Sigma E40, and she's putting this in her crease and then building up the color. I actually want to go back and see how much she builds it. So I'm gonna do that. I do want to say that her E40 looks like it's a lot more, how do I explain it, fluffier than mine does. And I do have slightly hooded eyes, so I go above my crease so that people can actually see my eyeshadow. Okay, so I have done that. Now let's see what else she does.
Now I'm going to take Burnt Orange. I love this shade. It's kind of like Raw Sienna, but a little bit more orange. And I'm using this on another Sigma brush. This is the E35. And I am just doing the exact same thing, but adding a little bit more color.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure I have the E35. Yep, I have the 35. I got it in the limited edition boxy charm, so I'm going to use that and burnt orange and do the same thing. I really hope this comes out good, because the point of tutorials is so that somebody can follow it and recreate it. So we will see. I feel like my eyes, for some reason, they look darker than hers do. Okay, that's done. Let's see what she does next.
Then I'm going to take Red Ochre. I think this is one of my favorite shades in the palette for sure. And I'm using a brush from the brand Juvia's Place. It's their J127 Precision brush. It's kind of like a very thin crease brush. And I'm just packing this on the outer corners and then dragging it into my crease. And then I'm packing it on the inner corner as well. I'm going to leave my lid bare in the center so that I can apply the gold shadow there.
So the closest I have to that brush she's using is this one by IBY Beauty. So I'm gonna use that. I hope it works. This is actually the brush that I usually use for my inner corner highlight, my brow highlight, and then smudging underneath my eyes. So it's gonna have to work for now because this is all I have. I do agree though, Red Ochre is a really nice shade. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try not to jinx it, but so far so good, I think. Watch, now I just jinxed the whole look. Okay, so let's see what she does now.
But after I do that, I'm gonna go into burnt orange again on another fluffy brush. I don't know why I'm using so many different crease brushes, but this is the Luxie 205 brush, and I'm just using that to blend out the edges of Red Ochre. And then with another brush.
Pause. Okay, so I'm just gonna, she used another brush, but I'm just gonna use the same brush that I used for burnt orange and blend out the edges of Red Ochre like she said.
And then with another brush, this is the Zoeva 224 brush. I'm just using the shade Love Letter to blend out the edges. Now I'm gonna go in.
Okay, so we need another little brush. Like, I have this whole thing of brushes and I'm like, do I want to use that one? I think I'm gonna use this one instead. And then use Love Letter. I feel like mine just looks so much darker than hers does.
In with a purple eyeshadow. This is Makeup Forever M928, I believe. And I'm doing the same thing I did with Red Ochre. I'm applying a little bit on the outer corners and in the inner part as well. I wanted something a little bit more purpley red instead of just red, if that makes sense.
Okay, so she uses a Makeup Forever eyeshadow. I'm going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow, which I actually bought today at TJ Maxx for $3.99 in this shade Violet. I think it'll work the same. And I gotta get a brush that looks like hers, this one, and use it. This is my first time actually using it since I bought it today, so we shall see. Oh shoot, that's a lot more purple that went down than what she used. Shoot, 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 shoot. I put way too much purple on. I didn't realize how pigmented this was gonna be. I'm gonna stop with the purple because if I keep going, it's gonna become worse, and I just dropped the palette, so I hope it didn't break.
So now I'm taking the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Kathleenlights. This is one of the colors I created with the Where the Light Is quad, and I'm just adding that to the center.
So I do have that shadow, luckily, and it's actually in my project pan, so this is giving me an excuse to use it, so let's do that. Okay, so that is down. Dropping literally everything.
And then I'm taking Raw Sienna on a fluffy blending brush again and just blending out the edges.
Hers definitely is not as purple as mine already, but I'm going to do what she did. Okay, so that's down.
I'm going to go back in with Tempera, and I'm using this as my brow bone highlight. I love this underneath the brow bone. Oh my gosh, excuse my brows. I need to get them done.
So we're going to highlight with Tempera. See, that's why I don't understand. She used Tempera to set her eyes, and then she uses it as a brow bone highlight. I don't know. We won't question it, it's Kathleen. Alright, my brow bone is highlighted.
Anyway, going back into red ochre, I'm just intensifying the colors, and I'm also blending this color in with Kathleenlights because I don't want any harsh edges. So I want to make sure the red blends in nicely with the gold. So that's what I'm...
Perfect, because I effed up with the purple. We'll continue on.
Doing there, and then I went back in with the Kathleenlights shade just to intensify the gold. I'm going to skip to my...
Okay, go back in with Kathleenlights. So that's all she really does with the eyeshadow on her lid, but I am just going to blend the edges out a little just because from using raw sienna, I feel like it created another like line, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to blend it a little bit. Then I'm going to just skip a little bit because she does her face, which I already did. So I'm just going to skip to when she goes back and finishes her eyeshadow.
Now to finish off the eyes, I'm going in with the NYX Treasury Gel Black Eyeliner. This is in the shade Pitch Black. I'm using this to line my waterline and to tight line as well.
Okay, so I don't have that eyeliner. Where did I put my eyeliners? Oh, right here. So I am going to use this Avon one, or this LA Colors one. I'm not that best at tight lining. I feel like I'm gonna poke my eye out, but I'm going to try it for Kathleen.
And then I'm gonna go in with Burnt Orange on a pencil brush, and I'm gonna smoke my lower lash line out. I'm using pretty much the same shadows I used on my lid just to smoke out the lash line.
Okay, so she's using Burnt Orange and smudging underneath her lash line. So I'm going to find a pencil brush. Here we go. And do that. I usually use that flat brush that came with that Luxie set we got in a BoxyCharm, but she's using a bigger brush.
So first burnt orange, and then I'm taking red ochre and doing the exact same thing. This pencil brush is my all-time favorite.
Okay, so now we're doing the same thing with red ochre. I have just officially hit pan on red ochre from doing this video, so yay.
It's the Morphe E36. And I'm also taking that Makeup Forever shadow on that same brush and doing the same thing. I think this...
Okay, now she want me going back in with that purple shade. And I'm gonna F it up again. And when I said Makeup Forever, I meant Anastasia for me. Anastasia, however you say it. Lightly going in this.
Brush might be getting discontinued and I don't understand why. But anyway, moving on to mascara, I'm using the Flower Beauty Zoom In Mascara, and then I'm going to highlight my inner corners. I'm mixing these two shades, Primavera and Tempera.
Okay, so I'm just also going to use that brush that I said that I used for smudging, just to smudge a little, just because I feel like it's a little intense, and help blend all these shades together. And then I'm going to use the Colossal mascara because I don't have the Flower Beauty one that she uses. Just got mascara on my eyeshadow. Then she mixes Tempera and Primavera as her inner corner highlight. So I'm going to do that. And I think that's it, but let's see.
To add to my inner corners, and I popped on some falsies. These are the Camellia Lashes by Kiss.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. She does put on some false eyelashes on, but currently I do not have any to put on. But this is the finished look. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys can see. So that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know if you guys think this came out sort of similar to Kathleen's. I think that I definitely overdid it with the purple shade, but I had no idea how pigmented it was going to be since, like I said, I did buy this today. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I don't think it came out that bad. I mean, it definitely could have been better. I could have went a little lighter on this purple shade, but dang. Anastasia, your eyeshadows are real nice. Obviously, I know that because I use them on a Renaissance palette, but you know what I'm saying. Once again, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please give this video a humongous thumbs up so I can know. Make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time that I upload. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or requests, leave them all down below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. All my social media will be linked down below. My Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and my beauty only Instagram will be linked down below, so make sure to follow me on all of that. Once again, hope you guys enjoyed. I love my Mollykins, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys!